Hello guys and welcome back to Wheels Maniac, and today we are reviewing the BMW X4 Shadow Edition with us, and you can also call it the all black edition, and which is a latest outcome from BMW India. And this is the first time someone has been reviewing the Shadow Edition in India, and we are going to check all what has been changed from the regular X4. So without wasting any further time, let's begin with the video right away. So guys, let's begin with the vlog of the X4 Shadow Edition, and firstly I will show you the key. So this is the key of the car. This is a normal key. It also gets a touchscreen key with it, and over here are the M Sport colors. It's quite a normal key. So let's unlock the vehicle and just look at the design of the car, and here are the beautiful lights which gets on when you turn on the vehicle, like these DRLs here, and over here it says BMW LED, and of course these are projector LEDs and completely LED lights, and it doesn't get fog lamp, and these are integrated in that only. And the bumper also looks very aggressive indeed. Of course the M Sport as well as the Shadow Edition, so it should look aggressive. And the best part over here is this grille. This is the design of the grille, and right now the grille is closed inside, so it opens when it needs to breathe. So that's a very nice touch, and it increases the aerodynamic capability of the car. And like you can see, this grille is now gloss black finish in the Shadow Edition, so it looks very nice indeed overall. And we have the very much functional air vents and design pattern, this diffuser sort of treatment at over here, and of course front parking sensor. Yeah, it doesn't get a 360-degree parking camera, but it gets front parking sensor. And the hood is extremely long indeed, and over here is the BMW logo. And from the side, just look how beautiful in this black color this car looks, and the stance it gives is just phenomenal. And just look at those wheels, doesn't they look phenomenal indeed? And these are massive tires, and the size of the tires are 20 inches. Yeah, 20-inch wheels with M brake calipers finished in red color, and it looks so nice indeed. Here M Sport logo, BMW logo over here, another M Sport logo, and I guess a fake air vent over here. Why BMW did that, I don't know. Where the outside rear view mirrors, and over here you can get this car for the X3, but as you get ahead you can check out the sloping roofline, which also looks phenomenal. And of course a coupe like design, and right now the coupe like design in SUVs are quite in trending as well. And let me check the rear tire is a bit wider or not. Yeah, it's 275 45 20-inch, so it's a X drive. Then also the rear tire is extreme wide, and you can see this lights over here. These are welcoming lights, and they are projected from below the car, and look how nice that looks. And BMW has done very small things to make the experience more premium. And these are the rear lights, and they also look phenomenal. They are so long in size and just look phenomenal indeed. Where is the X4 written? This is the X Drive 30i model. Yeah, it's the petrol one. And over here just check out the exhaust pipes, isn't that huge? And of course it gets two very much real exhaust over here, and a proper diffuser sort of treatment as well. And here's the reverse parking camera. So, and here you can see the spoiler is a aircraft style spoiler, and looks very nice. Yeah, of course it doesn't get any washer fluid or wiper at the rear windscreen. So let's open the boot of the vehicle. So this is how the boot opens, very Volkswagen like, I guess. And the boot space is a bit compromised because of the coupe like design in comparison to the X3. And over here gets a proper charging socket, some hooks, and a first aid kit over here. And you can also recline the front seats, and over here is a proper parcel shelf, some speakers, and over here also gets a parcel shelf, but that's right now folded on top. And this is how to close the boot of the car. So the rear stance of the car also looks very nice, and due to this black color, black alloys, it has given a very phenomenal stance indeed. And over there a shark fin antenna. So let's get to the rear seat for a bit. Of course this car is not meant for rear seat, but let's check it out. So we have the door padding, which is done with red stitching, full leather. The treatment looks so phenomenal indeed. And ambient lighting over here, bottom here, where it says X, and speakers, another red stitching, huge door bends. And these are the seats of the car, and these are all black, of course, of the dark edition, which we call the shadow edition, and red stitching on them, very soft seats. And over here you can fold the seats, and they fold in 60-40 split. So let's get inside. Getting inside is not a task, but the space over here is a bit less. And over here the door pockets, and the space of the legroom is nice, but the seats are placed a bit lower, so the under thigh support suffers a bit. And rear AC vents, another zone over here to control the AC vents, and 2 USB-C charging ports. And on the seat you can check out this M color on every seat, like over here as well it gets, and over there on the front seat also I will show you. And over here is a armrest which is really tight. Yeah, that's how it come out, and it gets twin cup holders in it, so that's again quite nice. Sorry. And it gets 3 headrests over there, but the hump in the center is very big, so center passenger sitting wouldn't be that comfortable. And over here it doesn't get any handle to hold on to, but gets a hook over here along with light, and same is the case over there, hook along with the light, but it doesn't get any handle. And why so? And the front seats also doesn't get any height adjust in them. And just look at the interior from here. Of course it looks like any other BMW car, but in this time all black. So let's get to the driver's seat and check out the cool features and the design elements of the car. But before that, let me show you a very nice thing. Like, we're having a BMW 2 Series Shadow Edition with us, and just check out these wheels. So like, it gets self-leveling caps in it, so, and that's so cool. And the design of the tire is also quite nice, and also a 330i Shadow Edition. So of course, and a beautiful 7 Series standing over there. So let's get to the driver's seat. But let me tell you one thing, that none of the door gets passive entry in it, so you have to unlock the car every time from the remote key. And over here again, these are for the memory function, lock and unlock the car, the windows, outside rear mirror, and this button is to open the boot of the car. And over here is a M Sport skid plate, and I wouldn't be removing it because it's a booked car and right now standing in showroom. And over here the pedals, and a proper dead pedal, and the pedal also gets aluminum finish in them. And over here the control for the headlight of the car, and a small storage space over here with Alcantara finish in it. So let's get in. And of course both the front seats get electric adjust in them, and of course under thigh adjust as well. So like, you can adjust the under thigh support of the car. And let me show you one cool thing. Like, this is the key, and over here is a proper slot to keep the key. So wait a second, it fits like this. Yeah, a proper slot to keep the key. That's so cool. And right now my seat is placed all the way back, and like, this is the interior, says welcome over here. And the dashboard gets another red stitching, all leather, and it also gets a heads-up display over there. And it gets speakers over here, like says Harman Kardon on them. And just look at the AC vent, how big they are. And like, of course this is for the diffuser, and these are the AC vents. And of course this is a typical BMW steering wheel with M Sport written on it, and different stuff. And these are the new cluster of the car, which I have showed you in the 3 Series as well as the X1. So first let me turn on the vehicle. So this is the engine start stop button. So right now the car has come to life, and the car is turned on right now. So you can see the display over here. It's quite a nice display, and right now it is in comfort mode. So by changing the driving modes, you can change the display. But before that, over here, like right now, you can see the power and torque meter. So you can change it from here. Like this is the BC button. So like yeah, it's a G-force meter, audio, and just the gear, and this mode. This is for the EV. And so let's keep into the this one, and over on the left side show the speedometer, and the tachometer is on the opposite side, like revving on the opposite side. And this is the infotainment system, and it's a phenomenal unit in it. Of course, everyone knows BMW makes one of the best units in the market. And of course, the touchscreen system, you can use it through gestures, through this iDrive controller over here. So of course it gets a ton of usage, and like of course it gets Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in it, as well as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And there are many cool things, like you can get into navigations, and the camera is also very crisp. But before that, let me show you the sports display over here. So like when we get into car, and over here driving information, sport displays. So of course there's a sport display which show everything, like the temperature, torque, and the G-force meter. And if I get into the X view, so it will show where the steering is turned, and how much incline and decline, and the side turns, and the side, like everything about the car, which direction the car has been turned. And there's also a engine running system which shows where the power is being channeled to which wheel. So that's also quite nice, and it's a very fluid and a very intuitive system to use. And if I get further in it, let me show you the camera of the car. So like this is the reverse parking camera of the car, and it's a phenomenal unit. As you can see, it gets proper sensors over here, and the sensor dance when you go nearby something, and it also gets reversing assistant. And there's a 360-degree sensor view of the car. Of course, it doesn't get a 360-degree camera. I guess that would be optional accessories in it. And it has the air conditioning controls, and it gets the display over here. So that is quite cool. Yeah, and this is the hazard light switch, and this is for the audio system again, like this for the volume and different tracks. And over here says X4, a proper, you can close over here. It is the phone holder and twin cup holders, along with a cigarette lighter. And this is the gear lever of the car, which feels quite nice. The iDrive controller with a button for the traction control system. This for the parking sensors. This is for the auto engine start stop. Then the engine start stop button. And over here it gets the different modes: the sport, comfort, eco, pro. So let me show you. Like if we get into sports, let me get back from it. Firstly, if we get into sports, it will show over here, and it gets two different settings for sport as well, like standard plus and individual. Get sport plus, it also disables the traction control, I guess. No, you have to disable it by yourself. So this is a sport plus, then comes the comfort, and then comes the eco pro mode. And so all are different modes over here. And over here also shows the M logo, like you can see on the top over there, and different information as well, a ton of information over there. And if you get further, I will show you the seats of the car. So over here it gets a red stitching on it, and proper bolsterings over here. This is the BMW M flag over here. So the attention to detail has been done very nicely in it. And over here it's the ambient lighting, which I've set to blue color right now. And the glove box is not a huge, it's quite a small size unit. And over here it also gets some of the storage with the USB-C charging socket and a light in there. And overall they haven't changed many things, but they have done simple tweaks to make the regular X4 a more desirable and a more sportier one. And on the top over here we get lights. So here are the lights of the car, and you can, this is the sunroof of the car. Yeah, it's not a very big unit, but sufficient, so you can also open the sunroof like that. And that's also quite a nice thing. That's how the sunroof opens. So let's close it for the moment. And there's an auto dimming inside rear view mirror. And of course I have to tell you about the engines in the play also. So this is a 30i variant which gets a petrol motor, and it's a very phenomenal unit. It also gets 30D, which gets a 6-cylinder diesel motor, and that car does 0 to 100 in just 6 seconds. And before it, you also used to get a 20D variant, but BMW discontinued it in India, and that's a nice thing because now you only get the powerful variants. So guys, this was Shubhodeep Banerjee today reviewing the BMW X4 Shadow Edition with you, and this is the first time a BMW Shadow Edition is being reviewed in India. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with all of your friends. So see you guys in another video really soon. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.